Okay, go ahead.
Alright, you're gonna talk about Homestuck, right?
Yeah, let me tell you about Homestuck. Okay,
Oh, boy.
Okay, so
Oh no.
Homestuck used to be a rather rude, very fast-paced, very adventurous comic based on very old internet stuff. But after a flash called Cascade, which was 10 minutes, which was 14 minutes long,
Holy.
it introduced a bunch of new characters and then became a lot more focused on the modern internet age. So the characters had personal relationship problems. They were using metaphors for Tumblr and Reddit instead of the old internet forums, and they undid 3 years worth of comic and redid it again in what we call the retcon. And at the very end of the comic, it was a very long act of the characters sitting down on the ground and talking about their problems and talking through them. And then the comic just sort of ended. They beat the final boss very easily and entered through the house and had a happy ending. And everybody was absolutely pissed because this was Homestuck. This was an insane comic. It was more insane than Adventure Time even. It was, and it felt like what the comic ended up with was absolutely nothing like what the author would ever have originally wanted. It felt like he was reacting to fans, the fans on Tumblr, for example, rather than doing what he wanted. 3 years later, the Homestuck epilogues come out, and they're very, very rude, and they're very, very meta, and everybody is absolutely shocked, because it shows the characters in sexual relationships, and it's written in fanfic mode by multiple authors, and it makes one of the characters basically a Nazi. Well, it makes the other one a supervillain.
Oh,
and,
you missed the fruit there. Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
And it just makes everything a little bit more miserable, but with a sparkle of hope. And I think the majority of fans liked it more than the original happy ending because it just felt more like what Andrew Hussey would have wanted to do.
Wait, is that official? I'm confused.
The epilogues?
Yeah.
They're official. They were outlined by Andrew Hussey, and he wrote some of them, and he got two of his best mates to write the rest of it. So they're official, but they're in fanfic form. If you understand what I mean by that, they wrote them out as if it was an AO3 fanfic, then published them on the Homestuck website.
Oh, okay.
So,
amazing.
Anyway, people are mixed as to whether they consider them canon or not, and whether they consider them better than the original ending or not. I would say they are better because they're closer to the author's original chaotic ideas of meta-narration, which is why I feel like the 1770-76 ending was not as good as it should have been.
The end.
Do you think that it is more like what Andrew Hussey would have wanted to write, or do you think that it was just him responding to what the fans said they wanted again?
Well, it's hard to say, because at first I thought that was what it was, and to an extent I guess it is. However, the entire... because there's two epilogues that show two parallel timelines that sometimes interact with each other. The Candy one is definitely a response to fan expectations. It shows cheesy love children, and it shows the Nazi characters, and one of the characters becoming a rebel leader against the Nazi as well. And it shows suicide. But the meat ending is where all the meta-narration wars happen, which is where two characters, in a world where the author character Andrew Hussey's character has died, two characters in the comic become knowledgeable that they're in a story, and they start writing the story and manipulating the other characters in the story, and that's what the epilogue is based on. So that's a very exciting, very Andrew Hussey thing. So I thought that was quite good, and that's why I think it's closer to the sort of thing he wanted to write than what the end of Act 6 was.
That's interesting.
So basically you're agreeing with Chan that writers should stop doing that thing where they just write an ending to make the fans happy?
Yes.
Because
in most cases I don't think that's even possible, but in the case of Homestuck it was going on for so long that it would be.
But I don't follow it, but is it true that he wanted to be done with it? Did he hate it by the end?
Well, that's what it felt like. It felt like, because there was some really well-written stuff. Andrew's always been really good at dialogue, especially teen dialogue, which is why it became so popular and why people became so attached to every single character, even the really obscure ones. And I think Hussey underestimated how popular some of the more obscure characters would get. But it did feel like it just wasn't the sort of thing that Hussey was known for, and that Hussey would be excited to write, and he became very, very distant from the fandom and updated irregularly and stopped drawing altogether. For example, he gave up on art altogether and got other people to write it, and at the very end of the comic he stopped writing dialogue. There were about 100 pages with no dialogue.
Oh wow. Well,
Whoa. Is it all just like action and visuals?
It's all visuals, yes, and then there's a flash called Act 7 at the end. It's brilliantly animated. They actually got some people to animate it in an anime style, and it's 9 minutes long and it looks beautiful. But it's a load of nothing. Nothing happens in it except a frog becomes a universe. And that's it.
that's it.
That's it! And it shows the characters hypothetically entering the new universe and living happily ever after in like these visions of the future. Some of the characters are missing, which caused outrage. What I call Schrodinger's Terezi, for example. That's a long story. Any homestucks watching probably know what I'm talking about. And it just seemed empty. Absolutely empty.
So, is it Terezi or Terezi?
Terezi!
Because when I read it, it
Passionate
looks like
about that.
it looks like the other one to me.
It looks like Terezi. That's how I used to pronounce it, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, Terezi wasn't there, and Terezi was the sad one at the end of the epilogue, so people thought she either went off running after Friska or she iced herself. Which it turned out... No, not the before the epilogue, that's what we thought she did, and it turns out in the epilogue, that is what she did. But she went off looking for Friska, and then she wanted to die. So, that's why Terezi fans weren't happy at Act 7, because she was missing from it. And everybody else just felt like their characters did absolutely nothing at the end of Act 6, except sit on a lily pad and chat for a while.
To be fair, if Adventure Time did a thing where Finn and Jake sat on a lily pad and chatted for a while for like 10 episodes, I'd be like, that was the best 10 episodes I've ever seen.
It would be like Cloudy, but Cloudy is every single episode.
Alright, are you trying to convince me this is a bad thing? Or
I love Cloudy so much!
Yeah, but the Adventure Time ending is great, because even if it was kind of stupid in some places and really fast-paced, the whole thing with Shermie and Beth and the ending just not being a plain happy ever after.
God, I hated how... I loved it, but I hated it because I was like, shut up, I hate this. Like, because I was like, the main thing I was struggling with was letting it go and everything after, and the main message was just like that life moves on and you know, and I'm just like, dang it, shut up! I don't want to hear this! Like... Such a good way. It was such a good way to have like that be the final message. Even the heartbreaking way that BMO forgot Finn's name, like so.
Oh God, BMO, come on, man!
So casually too, and I was just like,
Phil the human.
Yeah, he remembered Jake, so I was like, oh. It's just funny because he had the Finn and Jake timeless clock right behind him in a box. I'm like, just look at it.
I did want to ask, like,
BMO
ever
can't
since we
read.
started talking about endings, why do you think they made Lumpy Grab kiss?
Why the hell not?
I'm not saying they shouldn't have.
I thought it was funny.
I'm not saying they shouldn't have.
I think
but-
They were on a date in one episode ages ago.
I think it was just funny. Like, I think that's why they did it. I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to like ask, do you think it was for A, fan service, or B, the storyboard?
Is there anyone who's super into that?
No one shook them before, so I don't think it's Spencer.
I think it's because they're two of the most vile characters in the story.
It's their happy ending. God, I hate these love gloves. I hate them so much. They do so much
Yeah, and I've been to
damage.
this room before. I just need to like, cause I put a bridge together. I need to go back there.
Remember when we thought Lemongrab was dating himself?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's so weird. They wrote it like they were married, but also they're brothers. I could not know how to interpret that.
I mean, they're literally the same person, so they were just like, this person is me, I will always hang out with this person.
Just started to vor the other one. Amazing.
Oh no.
Oh god, I don't...
Important. It was only a heart piece.
Oh goddamn.
I don't know where to go next.
Yeah, you do. Just unlock the next door.
I don't have a key yet.
What was the last thing that happened?
Well, this room, I guess, should have a key in it somewhere. But I have to go back down and around to it.
Oh, did you not finish the room before you left for the heart piece?
Well, no, all I did was put the bridge together in that room, because I thought that was all I had to do.
Oh, gotcha.
But nope.
I mean, heart pieces are important, but I guess not really at this point, because you're like at the end, and you have a sweater on, so...
Also, I forgot what's up here, so I'm gonna look here again. Oh yeah, it's this. I don't need to go here.
I still haven't rewatched the finale, I can't do it.
Oh my god. We should though.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do you want to do it together sometime?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I do.
No!
Chances yes.
Collectively cry.
Chances yes.
I'm not doing it.
Come on, Chan.
Last spring, before I became employed, I did a stream of 5 hours a day of every single Adventure Time episode.
I remember that.
Yeah, some of you were probably there, and oh my god, that was so time consuming, but it was so good.
I was like, I don't know how you could do that. I can't. I want to do the same thing, but I was like, I don't know.
I hate having a life. I couldn't come most times because like I think I was in school or whatever.
Like I want to do one single stream and I'm still like, oh my god, I don't feel like planning it or anything. Just ugh.
There's also the issue of like people's availability. Ugh.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna do a. I never did a playthrough of my EP on stream, and that's what I wanted to do. But I was gonna combine that with AT songs, probably as like a Tumblr goodbye. If I'm gonna do that, I still don't know.
I suggest just leaving it up. You don't have to delete it.
It's just the fact that it's there and I'm not updating it makes me feel guilty all the time. So
don't be. Oh my god, how many? I think like.
As a person who deleted their 5,000 follower Adventure Time blog, don't delete your 5,000
Really?
follower Adventure Time blog.
Why do you say that? Did you regretted it after?
Because I posted so many things, I created so many things, and had so many memories on that blog, and now they're gone forever, and I can't look back on them and think, man, that was so much fun.
Why didn't you do an archive? You can archive your blog.
Well, why didn't you archive your blog then?
That's what I was gonna do. It's more so like I think if you archive it, you can also reactivate it, right? Isn't that a thing?
No, I don't know this. I don't know this.
Either way.
Just lock your blog. Just put a
No,
password
see,
or
that's
something.
the issue. Like, why can't we lock the main blogs? I'm so angry at that. You can only lock side blogs.
Wait, well, no, I want it to have archived and then like people will be able to see it. I don't know, because I just don't. I don't want to have more than one social media thing at a time, and I'm sort of migrating to Twitter because I'm like apparently the last person in the universe who hasn't done that. So.
I have both, and I'm not active on both. No guilt.
But Twitter is so bad.
What'd you say?
Twitter
Twitter's
is terrible.
Is it?
Twitter is terrible for blogging experience, but like everyone's there.
Yeah,
See,
why does
that's my
everyone use
issue.
it?
That's my issue with Twitter. Twitter is Twitter. It's like where you post text posts and just share it, and that's it. But everyone's like changed from Tumblr to Twitter, which is terrible because it's not a good substitute.
Yeah.
It's just not the same
I have no idea how you're
experience.
supposed to get stuff shared on Twitter if you like do art or videos. Unless you just like it's a meme or something, you'll blow up. But other than that,
Yeah, you can only retweet something once unless you quote retweet it. You can't like reblog and like yeah, and there's
That's
like
dumb.
no
and I just don't think people check hashtags the same way they do on Tumblr.
Yes, exactly.
I always wondered how like Twitter stuff like got blown up. Like honestly, I guess if like someone famous retweets it, I don't know. But To be honest, for me personally, like, the way Twitter is structured and the way it works is much more in line with what I would want to do with the site. Like, Tumblr, I always kind of wanted to use it like it was Twitter. Like, Twitter, people don't tag stuff often, I don't think. And you have to write short and sweet things, which I have trouble with, but being forced to has helped. And then, like, it's also like really stream of consciousness friendly, so if I feel like just like saying stuff on Tumblr, I never like did many text posts because I was like, I don't know, it feels weird to do that on Tumblr, but like on Twitter that's like what you do, so I'm like, I don't know, I kind of like it. But I guess maybe I guess I can keep both up, I don't know. Anyway, for me, I don't know, I have trouble not saying bye to people or things, so if I just keep it up and never say, like, a proper, like, hey, I'm done with this for now, I'll feel bad, so I think, like, it's more important.
But what if you don't want to be done with it? What if you want to go back, and then you've said that, and then you said goodbye? You're gonna feel so embarrassed that you won't be able to go back, and that's terrible.
I don't know if that will ever happen.
It happened to me.
I'm not really a fandom hopper, I like one thing forever, so, I don't know.
What are those stuff on the ground? Like, is that mud?
It makes me move slow. It's like mud or something. It slows my speed.
Ugh, lame. Well...
So I guess I could do best of both worlds and do, like, a proper buy post, but not, like, get rid of it. I could just, like, leave it up, and then if I ever
Exactly.
want to use it,
I think that's more useful because, like, don't you know how annoying deleted Tumblrs are? Because sometimes you wanna trace back posts and then the user's deleted and like everything sucks.
Yeah, I guess that's a good compromise. Is like, and I'd still be able to share stuff on it. But if I did a post like, "Hey guys, I'm not going to be very active on here," at least they know.
I didn't mean to do that.
Why are you?
Oh, what is that?
It means I'm invincible or something because I ate some beans, but I didn't mean to.
Is that how it works?
No.
Yeah, you could have used that on like a boss.
Oh yeah, we do. There are.
Oh, yeah, I have like strength beans, whatever.
Save them for the boss.
Do you think it's you can't save scum? Are you like too far?
Don't do it.
Okay. Nah, I'm not gonna worry.
Do you really need 99 of them?
Pull that back. Yeah. Oh God!
Bitch.
Are you
little?
Are you okay? Oh, you were frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
oh my God! Oh God! I thought it was gonna get you.
Kill it. You can just kill it.
I don't think I can.
That's bull.
Never mind. That's okay.
Just
we have a sweater.
Push it forward or
not
there. Push
fine.
it downward.
It's fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
You could jump down in that room too.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and I will.
You guys want to hear something? Dom said if I ever visited her, we would have to be chaperoned. We're like...
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, come on.
You're a
Can I jump when I'm a foot? I don't think I can.
That's gross.
I can't believe our dad doesn't trust a stranger on the internet.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can jump at all, actually.
How come?
I don't know, it's not working, though.
Well, then they just forgot to put a rail there, I guess.
Davy
Johnson. And yes, Chan, we have to be chaperone, definitely.
I can't tell if like you're being sarcastic anymore.
No, I'm not being sarcastic. My dad needs to be in the same area as we are because you're a guy from the internet. Doesn't trust that.
Guys do suck. But you remember 8th grade? That dad decided he followed her and then he decided, nah, I don't have to. So show your dad that movie.
No, they don't realize I'm 20 years old.
You're 20?
Is that are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
We had this conversation last week.
Did we actually?
Yeah.
Oh, were we talking about bank holidays or something? And then came back. And then we...
Bank holidays.
Is there something to do in this room? Why are you throwing... Oh.
Well, I think I might have to kill this guy, actually. I don't know
How?
if I can, but I'm going to try to open the door.
Oh my God, he's so fast!
No, my sword's doing nothing to him.
Try flambeau?
He's like an evil Roomba.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Come
on.
over here.
Come on! Come on! Yeah! No, and then it hits you from behind.
What? Oh!
Oh!
You figured it out!
Oh, it worked!
Oh.
But now Mushroom is so, yeah, I did it.
Yeah!
That was the coolest thing Tulip's ever done.
The Magi of life-giving. You killed him!
No, I was just an evil man. An evil magi.
You had a different color scheme, so it wasn't the original.
Oh.
No, that's good enough for video games, obviously. Just change the color scheme, it's a completely different character.
Yay. Is that what you wanted?
I think so.
Are you sure?
It's pretty much the only other thing to do here.
This is just such a classically bad video game.
I feel like this is like a solid 6 out of 10.
Like, I'm having fun.
Like,
Yeah, but-
as far as games go, like, it could have been worse.
Well, it's Adventure Time. Is this your dream Adventure Time game?
No.
No.
Well, Jake is.
I don't
in
know
it.
how you like translate the things that I really like about Adventure Time into video game. Like,
The first Adventure Time game was rock solid, though.
Yeah, it is good.
Speaking of, I've been wanting to talk about this. Speaking of Adventure Time games, there was this thing that was floating around Tumblr and Twitter for like the longest time. There was this fan who
Ugh.
made like a CGI
Ugh.
Adventure Time
What,
game.
the one with the, like,
And it's,
anime
like-
girls?
Yes, the one with that like really anime style, like really ecchi.
Yeah.
And what the fuck? How did people play it? I just never found out.
I have
am I
no idea.
poisoned now?
Yep.
I'm poisoned because you talked about ecchi.
Did you go to the left already across the bridge?
Yeah, but I gotta go check that out again because I swiveled things, I think. Oh well, not. Okay, how do I get to those bridges?
Yeah, don't these do the same thing?
I'm so confused.
Oh wait, did I go in these doors before?
Not sure.
No, didn't.
I was gonna ask a question about Adventure Time. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, are you ready to have a headcanon fight?
Sure.
It's not really a headcanon fight, but based on two alternate or two things that Finn and Jake have said they like to do. Would you rather them end up being like in Finn and Jake investigations like their parents, or do you think they should open a barbershop?
Oh!
Why not both?
That's actually that's
Barbershop
actually
detective agency.
it's actually a great that's a great answer, and it's also
That's so
such an-
Adventure
Yeah, I was
Time.
gonna say that's exactly what they would do.
Oh no, I shouldn't have swiveled.
Yeah, you shouldn't have
Perhaps.
switched that thing. You have to go back. Yay!
Yay.
Explode.
Game design.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Like,
open
I
up
think I should have
both.
gone in that room first. Probably was the idea.
Also,
Still-
like that Finn says we haven't done this since we were kids because that means like when they were young they gave each other fake haircuts and talked about their
Yes.
problems.
Yes! Yes!
So
What
cute.
were their problems even when they were baby boys?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of scary monsters in the world, so maybe they got beat up by scary monsters.
I just need that episode where...
Maybe there was just daddy issues.
No! Their dad's great.
Finn and Jake when they're
Come on, they
kids.
both had daddy issues, even if their dad's great.
Jake could have had daddy issues. Could have gotten
Jake
visited,
could have that, yeah.
visited
There was
by
an
Warren
episode on that.
Ampersand.
Finn could have been worried about like the humans and stuff at some point.
Oh, ouch.
I don't know if he ever knew when he was young, but I do
I mean,
wonder.
yeah, wasn't it kind of implied, like, in Susan Strong, isn't that supposed to be the first time he ever thinks about that?
Maybe
Oh, I
Finn
think
had
you're
to come
right.
to terms with the fact that he's not a dog. Remember the original storyboards? for
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
Citadel?
gonna say. The original story. What was that? Yeah. Was it the Citadel? I think that was for the Billy episode. Billy's
That was
bucket
the
list,
Lich, yeah.
right? Or whatever.
The Lich, actually.
Oh, the
season
Lich.
4
That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because in that storyboard, I mean, they got rid of it, so I guess it's not canon, but, like, he was just like, wait. He's like, Jake's parents are my parents. He's, like, really confused about, like, not be... I don't know.
Even though he's human, he thinks that that Jake's parents are his blood.
Well, Jake told Finn that he came from a cabbage, remember that? So maybe he still believed that. I'm tired. Good night.
Don't fall asleep.
Oh,
night.
I'm like sick today, and I'm dealing with it. So
Wow.
Oh. You need a key. Great! Amazing!
So do you have to turn the bridges back?
Yeah, I think you do.
Fuck this game, man.
I think that's actually what you have to do. Why are you releasing the lasers?
I don't know. I just hadn't done that yet. So
Release the
I figured I'd try it.
lasers!
Did you go in the top left before?
No, there are still doors I have not gone into, including ones down here.
Go eat some fruits.
No, I think you have to turn the bridges before you explore these. Because I think the point of these rooms is so you can go across the bridge to the other room. And then,
You're probably right.
yeah. So go do it again.